Hi guys, James at Bespoke Airsoft here, back with another video. Now, when we said to you about the Army Jag Precision John Wick 3, and we said not to wince because it wasn't more of the same, it was a much improved platform, and we were right, and you guys got the pistols in your hands and you had to play with it and you had great feedback from the pistol. If I said to you, APS have done a new bolt action sniper rifle, you'd probably react the same way. However, we're going to take a look at the new EMG Barrett Fieldcraft bolt action, and it just might be surprising. So just like all EMG products, it comes in this lovely box with Barrett on the front there. You've got EMG markings and a few other markings on the box, but we don't care about boxes, do we? So let's get this thing out. I struggle to do this on camera because this box is so big. That's what she said. Back to one side. Let's take the foam topper off here. And we have the Barrett Fieldcraft. Now, in the box you do get one of their officially licensed products with a little hologram sticker on there. So you get that in the box. Let's put that to one side. And then you actually have the Fieldcraft rifle itself. Now this is a new bolt action from EMG made by APS. And like I said in the intro, many of you probably think APS bolt action, ooh, stay well clear, you know, go nowhere near that. And I probably would have been with you. I've been following the rifle once I saw it pop up on a YouTube video from APS, and he was firing it, and I was like, well, that does look fairly smooth. So let's not jump to conclusions. Let's give it a fair appraisal, and let's see what this thing is. So I'm just going to take it out of the box here. Apart from the packaging, the only thing that's in the box is the rifle and the little official licensed product card there that you get with EMG products. Here is the Barrett Fieldcraft. Looks very nice indeed, isn't it? It looks very VSR-like. There we go. So to get the quick things out of the way, it's a bolt-action sniper rifle. It's powered by spring. The components like the receiver, the barrel and such are made of metal. The stock is made out of polymer. The stock itself has mixed in like a metallic element to it. So it's got like a weird, it's not textured or anything, but it's got a weird finish to it. But nice quality. The magazine you take out much like a VSR, similar magazine style as well. I imagine this will take VSR magazines and the Action Army ones as well. The one that comes with it holds 30 rounds. On the left hand side here we've got a little hop adjuster, much like a VSR. Very cool indeed. You've got a rail section on the top here for mounting your scopes and optics. You've got the normal safety in the normal position. You've got a nice elongated bolt handle which sits nice and close to the rifle when it's folded down. You've got this lovely rifled style, I can't remember, fluted, I can't quite remember what the term is, but it's a lovely finish on the cylinder there. We flip it over. We've got 308 Win. 308 Win 1-10. We've got Fieldcraft and then a specific serial number, and then we've got Barrett as well. I'm going to get some close up for you on that a little bit later. So it's a spring bolt action rifle. It's made by APS. It's based on a VSR platform. This product is officially licensed by Barrett Firearms. I imagine, well, I presume that they do a real rifle that's called the Fieldcraft, and then that's where EMG have got the idea for this one. This rifle has a specially designed stock here, so it focuses on improved ergonomics and reduced weight for an excellent shooting experience, the blurb says from EMG. The lightened receiver with machine facets and deep engraved Barrett trademarks looks very nice indeed. It gives a lovely finish to it. No like this is airsoft 6mm or anything like that, which we know we don't like. It does have on the bottom there another little serial number, and it does have like a made in China thing on the bottom there, but don't pay too much attention to that because it doesn't matter in terms of this rifle. Featherweight zero trigger with an ultra light 1.2 pound trigger force. Now this trigger is very good. It's a very light trigger. I obviously I'll first demonstrate the action of the bolt. So pull it back. This bolt is so buttery smooth, especially for a cheaper rifle. It was the first thing that caught my eye, and I sort of cycled the bolt and I was like, ooh, that's not like APS. But the trigger is so light and it feels great. Very predictable. It's a very nice trigger, and you're getting that fitted out the box. It's not something you've got to buy extra and spend a fortune on, much like a VSR. You're not having to buy, nicer bolt handles or the cylinder itself. So all that comes included in the box. So the internal parts are reinforced with a steel 90-degree piston catch and steel pin cylinder. Has a built-in like 20mm optic rail, as I say there, and it's got like a relief cut near the bolt, which is a nice feature. It looks very high quality. It's nice. Mounting lug there for a Harris style bipod. Very good indeed if you're into bipods. Me, not so much. I think they get a bit more in the way in terms of airsoft, unless you're going to sit in a position for a long time, which most people don't do. But it's made to be, it's designed to be an ultra precise, long range bolt action rifle, obviously the real one, and then this is the airsoft version brought to you by EMG. What more can I say about this? It feels great, APS, it is like one of them things like we did with the John Wick, where it was like, oh, who's the manufacturer? Oh, it's Army. Oh, is this going to be any good? And then when you get it in your hands and you play with it and you shoot, you're like, how have they done that for such a cheap price? To the point where, the Army John Wick 3 performed and outlasted the likes of even like the EMG John Wick 3, which was much more expensive. So what I can tell you quickly before we get to chrono and field testing this, accuracy testing this thing. On the chrono, which you'll obviously see up on the screen in a moment, with the hop fully set off, this rifle will do about 530 to 540 feet per second. As soon as you apply the smallest amount of hop though, it does obviously come down into nice levels. If that is a problem for yourself and you want it with no hop on at 500 FPS, just let us know and I'm sure we can modify the spring in this thing just so it's a little bit less powered for you. But once you've got the hop set to where you need it to be, on both light and heavy ammo, it's well below the dual limit of any sight. So with the hop off on a 0.2, it will shoot high, but once you've got it set to where you need it to be, it's a nice flat trajectory with like a 0.4 for instance, or even like 0.45. Nothing that we tested went over the UK dual limit. It's not heavy at all, but it's not light. Like you handle a VSR, and me going back years, built custom VSRs, including for customers and myself. Having that VSR for such a long time, I've spent a fortune on it, and the reason why I don't use my expensive VSR anymore is because no matter how much money I've spent on it to make it shoot absolutely brilliantly, which it does, it reaches some insane ranges. Every time I pick it up, it feels like a cheap toy. And in essence it is, but with the VSR, the reason when I pick it up and the way it feels is the reason why I don't use it, and I predominantly use my strikers, which are heavily upgraded. This is coming to you, similar to the price of what a TM VSR would. I have to double check the price because I don't have the prices in my head, but this is a very affordable rifle. You're getting the high powered spring out the box, so you don't have to put a new high powered spring in. You can obviously swap the springs out if you needed to. You're getting a nice cylinder, which you haven't got to pay extra for. You're getting the zero trigger, which is fitted as standard, so you haven't got to go find that part. And then when we had a quick play around with this yesterday, obviously before me filming this little video for you, we was having a bit of a play with it, and we were shooting some heavy BBs. And we're limited here to like only 40 meters. But what I can tell you from past experience and me dealing with a lot of sniper rifles over the past God knows how many years, is that the performance of this thing out the box is just much better than most platforms, if not 90%, 99% of the platforms that come out of the box. That you could literally get this out the box, you could slap a scope on it, you could put some heavy ammo in it, and you could just go out to a field and use it. So you're getting all that great ease of use. Get it out of the box, put some BBs in it, set your hop, put your scope on, zero your scope, and you're good to go. You haven't got to go this part, go by that part. Yes, you could upgrade it if you wanted to down the line, if you want to put some nice barrels in it, some nice hot rubbers. As far as I can tell, it is compatible with VSR parts. But why you want to do that, I don't know, because it shoots great out of the box. So it does say on EMG's website that the system is VSR compatible as well as the magazines. You've got a 500mm 6.03 type ball barrel in there as standard. But let me talk less about this thing, because, you know, let's go chrono it. Obviously I'll chrono it with the hop off, just so I can show you that, you know, what they are out the box. If this is a problem, just get in touch with us and we can make sure it's slightly downgraded if it is a problem. But I'm telling you now, 100% guarantee that as soon as you set that hop, it will be nowhere near the legal limit. It's roughly about 450 to 460 feet per second. So let's go chrono this thing, and then for the accuracy test, I'm only going to be firing it at 40 meters, which is the max range that we have here. The reason for that is for me to do the accuracy test at 15 meters and 30 meters is absolutely pointless, because you wouldn't be using a high-powered sniper to shoot people under that distance anyway. So I'm going to go straight to 40 meters, and then we'll whack the target with some heavy BBs and see how we do. So back in a moment. So I'm out to 40 meters. I'm only using 0.4s. I could go higher on the BB weight, but it's just what I've got to hand. So let's see if we can actually hit it. Don't mind, I've got no scope on here. Mate. Knock the hop adjuster there. Yeah, I've had to knock it on. Let's turn it off a little bit. Okay, nice and flat. Just to the left. Very difficult, that scope. Almost popped the head there. Getting a bit of side wind. There we go, there's a headshot. Right. Nut shot for you. Tried another one but missed. And my arms are aching from holding that up for so long. But a bolt action out the box with a 0.4 without a scope on, and I'm hitting pretty much every time. The only difference is me, because I'm missing. It's obviously extremely windy. I don't know if you can hear that on camera as well. Absolutely superb. This rifle, for the money that you're paying for it, is absolutely outstanding. This is a welcomed surprise from APS. I've dealt with APS bolt actions before in the past, and they haven't been good at all. Especially the older the shell ejecting ones as well. They're just a pain to deal with. So when I first heard it was APS, I was like, oh, here we go again. But it just goes to show that EMG know what they're doing, and the fact that they've picked this OEM and how good this rifle is compared to my previous expectations of the company. has improved my sort of view on that company. If they can bring out rifles such as this that are very well performing out the box and the quality is nice, and they can carry that over to their future products, then they're onto a winner. I've really enjoyed taking a look at this thing. I've been messing around with it for the past 2 days in the office with the guys. We all come to the same conclusion that to get everything that you get in the box for this price, it is an absolute no-brainer. We don't have many of these in stock at the moment on the website. I think we've only got about 8 or 10. So if you do want one, the link in the description will be down below. If you do want one, make sure you get it straight away, because any restocks are going to take a while to get shipped over to us, and the Brexit and pandemic nonsense that's going on at the moment obviously makes it a lot of a longer delay. This is a really nice rifle. I've enjoyed every minute of me shooting it and reviewing it and having a look at it yesterday when it first came in. I would recommend this to veterans and newer players. This is going to be one of them platforms that you just pull out the box and use. If you do want to tinker with it, you can do, because that VSR compatibility is there, I am told, by EMG. But there's no reason that you have to, because this gun performs so good out the box as standard that I'm quite gobsmacked, to be honest. So I'm probably babbling a bit on the camera here, but this gets my personal seal of approval. In stock now on bespokeairsoft.co.uk. If you want one, I hope you buy it from us. Link in the description down below of where to get it on the website. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.